Ahoy, this is Cybertron John, and today I'm going to be reviewing a very special exclusive Transformer that the UK now finally has in their hands. It is Haslab Deathsaurus. So, first of all, I'm just going to get the packaging, and you're going to have to bear with me because there are loads of stuff around me right now, and yeah, other than what you're seeing on the screen, I've kind of like got this crude setup like going, so with just loads of stuff everywhere, because, I mean, there's a lot to get through, because it's going to be a busy video, so stay tuned, I guess. Right. Oh, my lord. Here is the box. Ooh. So I've spared you the misery of having to watch me get through 2 sleeves of shipment cardboard and just going straight to the packaging. And this is a lovely box. I mean, seriously, you got that metallic purple Transformers Legacy logo up there, and then you got this lovely art of Deathsaurus with his chest companions, and then the Japanese victory font down there with the big V going through it. I presume that will say, I don't know, I presume that says Deathsaurus in Japanese, or maybe the victory phrase, like say go, and then you got Deathsaurus underneath there in English. What I do appreciate the corner sleeves of cardboard. Even if it's just cheap packaging material, that's gotta be enough to just protect the corners of a box, and I really do appreciate that from a collector's standpoint of view. And we can now take a look at the packaging properly. So, as I was saying, absolutely lovely art here, done by Guido Greedy. I mean, it makes sense, seeming as he also did Victory Saber's art, so, you know, quite good to do in the same style. And then, oh, this is gonna be interesting to try and show. So, on the side here, you've got, in metallic purple, the Transformers here. And then again, you got the Victory, the Japanese Victory font there, with a big V. And then, as I bring it around to the back, we've got his obligatory product shot with his weird Griffin Dragon mode display stand, what he can do with the chest breast force masterpieces, and then him on his throne as a display piece, which is meant to kind of like give you an insight into the type of atmosphere to do with inside his ship. And then on the side here, you have his tiger chest, his mace on a chain, eagle chest, the living metal destroying cannon, and the bone arrow conversion for tiger chest, and also appreciation of the metallic purple continuing all the way through, making absolute sense really throughout the box, as it is a Decepticon figure. Right, so unlike with Star Saber, that I would have said that how the packaging was done was more like, it was more done and marketed maybe for like a retail exclusive multi-pack. This is more collector based, so you end up with 3 separate boxes that are just plain cardboard. They've got absolutely nothing on them. So, absolutely just made to protect this figure to the best of its ability with all the pieces. There we go. Right, I don't know where I'm gonna put this box now. Yeah, we're gonna have to just, God, I'm gonna have to have a little play around here. I don't know where I'm putting everything. Okay, so, let's look at the, yeah, let's look in this one. So, when you open up this one, what you will get is, you'll have your tiger chest, eagle breast, no, eagle chest, excuse me, and the Deathsaurus' shield that's made from his Kaiju Griffin Dragon Mode tail, and also the little adjustment piece on that will go with that. So that's in that one. What you will get in this slightly well, not so tall and narrow one here, is you will get his throne, his flail, and living metal destroying cannon. And then finally, what you will get in this one is you will get your Deathsaurus, your bonus Micromasters for making this the highest well, the highest pre-ordered Haslab of all time so far. And what's really interesting is that they're not on the box. They're not featured on the box, but they weren't featured in the crowdfunding, so it's more of a, if you forgot about them, it's like an extra surprise, even though you had the email like over a year ago that they're coming. And I think also it's a part of this crowdfunded product that really gives it absolute value, really. So on top of that, on the first tray, this has 2 tiers inside it. So you have your colored instruction manual. Again, you got this Guido Greedy art on the instruction manual here, which is very, very nice and appreciated. And then, as you can see, some of the coloring here. So that's very nice. I'm gonna put those to the side. I have had a play with the Micromasters, and we will be starting with them. First of all, because I think it makes sense to start small and go big. And then, I gotta get them out first. Oh god, I got so much I gotta show. So, and then in the bottom tier here, you have got the bow and arrow, you got your display base, your purple blast effects, and the big sword that he comes with. So, that is everything that you will get with your Deathsaurus. And this is, I mean, this is more for if you want to know what you're getting, if you didn't participate in the crowdfunding and you've ended up getting one on, like, say, the aftermarket or something like that. So, yep. Right, so, I am going to get everything out, and we're going to finally review this guy proper. So I will be back with you in a second. Let's say go! Okay, we are back. And, yeah, as you can see, absolute amount of accessories. So, yeah. So, I guess let's start getting him prepped up. So, shield here. This comes separate, post, peg. Go like that, and then you've got, yeah, I wonder, how do you actually, yes, so, there's a bit in his shoulder that you gotta watch it open. Yeah, I'm gonna need something, god, I can't believe I gotta do this. I gotta get something that's sharper. Something I can pry in there. Nope. Nope. There we go. So you get out this port. Oh, you can't see. But anyway, so this was in, that was in there. You pry it out from his shoulder, so that you got a post. You got a post there, and then yeah, you gotta just find a way to. Aha! You don't need that actually. I don't know that. So this is for when he's hand holding it, I guess, and then use this post to just jam it on his shoulder. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Okay, there we go. There we go. Here, we got living metal destroying cannon that can flip out and all sorts, and it's got, oh my lord, that is cool. That's really cool. So this has got separate hinged appendage for. Okay, that is actually interesting. It's got separate hinged appendages. Yeah, I didn't know that, so there we go, there's that. Beefier cannon than the V-Lock cannon that Victory Saber came with. So here we have the Eagle chest. You basically just want to move that spring, jam him in there. So for Tiger chest, you got these chrome bits. Pick them in. They come separate in the packet, so I mean that's kind of, I appreciate that. Yep. Then we go ahead and also jam him in there. Hope he stays. So we got Deathsaurus all set up there. You have your purple blast effects. Not really a deep purple. This is more like a ready magenta purple, which is a interesting choice, I have to say. It's a very interesting choice. You have his massive sword here, and now this proper looks like, this looks like a pirate swashbuckling sword. So that's kind of cool. And I mean, obviously he can hold it, or I don't think he can actually have it tabbed to the hip. That's unfortunate, but yeah. You got a little bow and arrow for Tiger Chest bow and arrow mode. Chain and flail. I believe they've just given it a custom handle, and then the rest of this comes from the Masterpiece MPO5. That's what I believe the tooling for the Mason chain is from. So that's kind of cool. And finally, we have our MicroMasters as well. So, God, that's like where to begin. So we're gonna begin with the MicroMasters. So, these we are rewarded for our absolute effort in making this the highest Haslab to date, obviously, and these are what we were rewarded with as an extra bonus. So these are Boater and Peepo in a Victory cartoon coloring. In the West, for the Rescue Patrol, these would have been known as Fix It and I think Sea-Watch. But yeah. Anyway, so we're going to take a look at Boater first. So here he is. Just a blue and white boat. Something to actually note is that all this blue is feels like it's been just painted. Chances, and I've seen that there are areas where the blue is that is white underneath when connected. So I believe they were molded this in all white plastic and just gone covered all this in blue. So interesting choice to use for the budget for these, but yeah, here we go. So they're very simple to just convert. You basically flip legs, split them, then you bring those down for heel spurs. So you got his legs, and then fold that, and untab his arms from the body, and you can bring him down. And that is Boater in robot mode. Yeah, articulation wise, you can obviously, arms can go, you know, got like a double jointed elbow type thing going on. You got ball jointed arms, ball jointed legs, ball jointed knees, and the head does swivel. It's just really stiff, so I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, there we go. That's Boater. Now here's Beepo, the ambulance. Appreciate all the windows being painted. Siren's red. Transform him. You basically just fold the front of the ambulance like that. You pop the windows like that to get to the feet. Split them, and then again you got tabs and shoots in the arms that you gotta just release. And then that is Peepo. Again, articulation wise, arms can do that. You got a little bit of flexibility there. Legs can go forward and whatnot. Hinge joint at the knee, not ball jointed. He can move his feet a little bit, so that's kind of interesting. And I guess there would be a head swivel in there, but good luck with trying to get that to actually swivel. But yeah, I mean, let's have a... Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. There he is, robot mode wise. And then, there we go. So here is Boater. Yep, there we go. So those are those two. I guess, size comparison wise, let's bring in the other two Micromasters here from our companion piece from last year, Victory Saber. And I mean, these guys have seen a lot of tooling, so they're very loose and floppy. Well, I think the Holly is anyway, but yeah. There we go. The first Micromaster team to be completed in all its glory. There we go. Okay, so now we got those. Now we have those out of the way. We can get on to the main attraction. That is Deathsaurus. So, I think we're gonna start with the robot. Start with the, well, try it. I guess like start with trying to just do a couple of things. So, I gotta try and sort out my accessories. Thing at it. So, let's consider bringing him forward. There we go. So, he is just he's a big lad, man. Wow. So this is the first time that I'm messing with him, so you're gonna have to kind of just appreciate how I'm just having a little play, really. But this is what this is kind of what I wanted to do with this video, to try and get first reactions when recording, because I think that's always best experience. Oh my lord, that is, wow. That shoulder lock is tight. Whoa. Anyway, so let's take a look at some of the accessories up close. So again, here's the flail, chain, you got some slots here, and in the hand, yeah, he's got a slot at the back of the hand, somewhere in there, that you can peg the flail into, and then you can grab it, hold it, and then there you go. He's got the flail, and he can, I guess, hold it. He can hold it. So that is that. Yeah, that is that. He can, at the back where his dragon mode is, you can actually pop it in there, so that you can just have it nicely stored in the back. There we go. That's out of the way for now. Right, so again, he's got this 2-port system with the sword, so you can do that. You can hold his sword like so. Bringing this lad in, I think, yeah, you got ways of how you can actually try and pop it on the back here. We've got to work out, yeah, I guess I'll have to consult, I think, consult the instructions about it, because he's got a very specific slot. Yeah, very specific slot placement. So it connects to something to be put on the back here. Unless it's that. No. Yeah, I'll have to work it out. But you can store stuff on the back of the throne so that you don't have so many accessories around. But yeah, I'm just gonna I'll pop some of the accessories over here because we're not gonna really need all of them. So yeah, this piece is the adapter for the shield. If you want to have Deathsaurus holding it in his hand, I'm gonna leave it as an arm shield. I guess, yeah, so we've got this display stand. We kind of know how this works. We had it with Star Saber. You slide it that way and pop the adapter piece in like that for the Dragon Griffin flight mode. Oh, it's tight. And then when you have it in here, that's your butt flap, and just pop it back there for storage for the robot mode stand. And we're gonna be getting to the robot mode stand. So here is the big stand. Just slide it on like so, and you got the stand. I'm gonna try and get the throne out of the way. Oh my lord, too much stuff. So he's got a pretty big stand actually. So yeah, we gotta just lift this up. So he's got a port right up in there, where I think, oh, you can use the port down here, I think. So then you line that up. You can pop him in the keister. There we go. And now you got him on the stand here. You got him on the stand. There we go. He's just very big toy. Apologies for certain things not being in frame properly. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, how about we do that? Let's talk about Living Metal Destroying Cannon. So here it is. You saw me undo it. So it's got separate hinged appendages, so you can actually articulate these to how you see fit, and you can flat pack it as well. So that's interesting. Obviously, 5mm port, blast effect compatible. It's pretty cool. And Deathsaurus can hold this thing in his hand, which I'm gonna try and demonstrate. So there we go, holding Living Metal Destroying Cannon in his hand there. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's coming towards the camera. There's that. Yeah. I guess so I'm gonna just do that, and then you fold that like that, and then you can snap that And yeah, it's got loads of different hinges, so that's really interesting. And then you can flat pack it basically. And I think you can store it on his back. You can store it behind the throne as well. Yeah, loads. So I'm gonna. Oh, yeah, that's gotta fall. That's gotta fall off. So I guess in preparation for the I'm just gonna fold it up into a towel, and we're gonna leave that to one side. And here we go. Gotta take that off, and then you've also got the throne here that you can peg in, and basically you can have Deathsaurus sitting on it. So you got these flaps here, really nice ratchets, and yeah, the chrome bits are just he's so big, it's insane. The chrome bits are just gonna fall off. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. So I think they've done a really good job with designing how you can just pop them back on as well. So it should be simple. Just gotta put them back on. Yep. And yeah, you gotta try and feed his head, his dragon head, in a way, to try and get him situated on the throne, in a way. And well, there we go. He's sat on the throne now. Gosh, so much stuff. But yeah, there we go. He's kind of sat on the throne. Not very well, but you know, you gotta try and get that all properly. What's it in? But yeah, there we go. That's him on the throne. And once he's on the throne, let's talk about. Well, no, I gotta get to them first. So, let's get the flail out of his dragon head and pop that aside. So, to get to the breast masses, you gotta pop dragon head here, and you got a little bit back here that you can feed your finger through. So by doing that, there we go. We popped one out, and we pop the other one to the front. There we go. So he's got eagle chest on now. So we're gonna leave him with eagle chest on and stick him back to the throne. And we're gonna take a look at tiger chest. So here's tiger chest, looking really cool with that chrome. Obviously, you got this bit here that I think, yeah, do you do that? Yeah, you got an adapter. Yeah, you have an adapter piece here. I think there is a way that you do it so that you can have the bow and arrow type thing, but I don't know. I'm not sure anyway. But yeah, there we go. So this is chest mode. Convert to tiger mode. You gotta fold these forward. Fold them forward. Those are gonna pop up quite a bit. There we go. So you got the head there already. You are going to need to. So this is. Oh, okay. So that's that. Yeah. Okay. So then let's just get the legs out from underneath all of here. There we go. So yeah, you fold that forward, and you can pop the arrow in there for bow and arrow mode. Ooh. That's what you do. Okay, so yeah, so you gotta slide those like that, and what that'll do is that means that you can get to the hind legs. I need a little thingy. Maybe we can use that to help me out a bit. There we go. Alright. Then rotate rotate that around so that we can get that out. There should be a way to get the tail out. It's in there, so you can. So that I think is for what's it mode. Yep. Ah, there we go. So you open that up to get the tail out. There we go. Fold that like that. Yeah. This is just me discovering stuff as I'm going along. So just completely ignore me. Do not. Yeah. There we go. So here we go. Yeah. Right. So that is tiger chest in the tiger mode. There we go. Mouth does open. Head goes up and down, and you get a little bit of side to side. So, and you can do that with the head extended. So that is actually kind of cool, and it actually makes him actually quite expressive, actually, which is quite interesting. Front legs go backwards and forwards, and you got a nice little hinge there. Hind legs go backwards and whatnot, and you got a little hinge there as well. And then you can also display how you want the wings to look with that. Hey, he's got, so that's cool. Spring-loaded chest, so he's got a naked chest there. Anyway, so here's eagle chest here. There we go. Yeah, it looks quite cool. To convert, it's gotta be, it's like origami. It's kind of like origami. Yes. Yeah, these. I know these come out. Yeah, those are popped in there very tight. Yeah, you get the guns, flip them out. You got a little eagle head there. There we go. Fold that in, and then you flip legs down, and you got eagle chest there, kind of there, ish. Roundabouts. Aha, missing. Little tail out there as well. So there we go. There's that. So you can hinge the wings. Head has a little independent hinge, and also you got that little neck. You can move the guns. You got little ankle bits here, and then you got the wall sockets for the legs. So that's all cool. And like the toy, he can do his double barrel cannon mode. I'm just trying to work out what I'm doing here. There we go. So we fold that like that, and I think it's just literally you fold everything back into chest mode with that, and the gun's flipped out. And then if I grab Deathsaurus here, again, similar slotting bit, and he can hold it. There we go. So that is eagle chest there. Right. So I guess now main attraction of what we're dealing with is Deathsaurus now. So good lord. So many pieces. So yeah, he is quite big. I like the paint on him. Like some of the... Okay, he's got some toyetic feature bits as well, which is quite interesting, obviously. But yeah, articulation-wise, he's got a ball joint on the head. arms go out that far. You can also lock them. He's got ratcheted shoulders. He has a butterfly. He's got 90 degrees bend at the elbow, swivel, wrist. Arms can go open and close. Waist. He's got a waist, and he has hip skirts that can move. Oh wow, that hip skirt's tight. Jeez. Yeah, he's got hip skirts that move out of the way to accommodate for over 90 degree, well, over a 180 degree split with both legs. Forward, that much. Go back, that much. He's got, yeah, I know he have a waist. Thigh rotation. Good 90 degree bend at the knee. You got the ankle pivot down here, and feet can do a bit of motion as well. So that's that. Does he have an ab crunch? Does he have ab crunch? Hang on. Yeah, he has a slight ab crunch as well. Not as crunch-tastic as Star Sabers though. So yeah. Anyway, for size comparison, I'm gonna just bring in previous Haslab projects. So here we go. Here is Victory Leo. Here's Victory Leo there next to Deathsaurus. And here is Star Saber next to Deathsaurus. So you can get an idea of the scale there. And Star Saber will be, well, combined with Victory Leo for Victory Saber, he'll be of similar height to Deathsaurus. So, yep. For, I guess, more comparisons, here he is next to a current leader. There we go, Armada Megatron. Show off how gigantic he is also. This is Deluxe Class Auto Trooper. And then for some fellow Decepticon comparisons, here he is. Whey! Right, yeah. Jeez. You can tell that this is not a big enough setup for him. So here he is with Lio Kaiser. Come on. There we go. Lio Kaiser's got full. Right. Try him forward. Here we go. There we go. Lio Kaiser. Fellow Destron of the Breast Force, and then just for a vintage comparison, here he is with G1 Overlord, who obviously towers over him. So just for a vintage comparison. There we go. As a variety. Okay, so there's a few bits I did not show. There was just loads of stuff there's loads I was having to get through, and this is actually the next day after recording because I'm wearing something different, but yeah, let me take him off the throne for a second, and I'm gonna just take out Tiger Chest, and we're gonna get Eagle Chest out here. And I'm just gonna pop him. If I pop him back on the throne, and then I'm just gonna quickly convert Eagle Chest. So you got these little ports here, and there's little tabs on the throne, and those allow for Eagle Chest to plug in to the throne. It's there. I know it's there. Yep, well, kinda. There we go. Kind of. It's... Well, I got one tab in, but yeah, there we go. So that's something that you can do there with the chest minions as interaction on display. And I did mean absolutely precariously right there. Yes, so the shield. The shield, if I open him up, port, tab, tap that in. I'm gonna take the source of throne now, and we're gonna pop throne inside. I'm gonna just get them all straightened out. Oh man, those ratchets are great. He actually feels more refined, I would say, than Starsaber. Starsaber does actually feel that much more cheaper, I think, and not as premium as this guy, which is interesting. So, as I did show off in the first, I guess in the first take, that you can fold this out and you can have that mounted on the shoulder. But what I did not show was that you can actually use this adapter piece so that you can actually, if you want to, have him hold the shield. He can hold the shield by hand as well. So, yeah, there is that. There's that as something that you can do. And, oh, I didn't notice that actually. So, look at that for new articulation. So, it looks like he's got two separate sets of typewriter fingers here. So, that's actually interesting. So, you can have a set in, and you can have a set like a little trigger finger. That's cool. I think, yeah, I didn't know that. Hang on. Did I get that on the camera? So you got that, but then there's this one. They're on two separate. It's on two separate pieces, not on the same hinge. So that's kind of cool. I thought it was one piece. Yeah, I guess you learn something every day. Wait, no, I think you have to take it out because it can't be stored in there. That's sad. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to fold that back up for Dragon Tail mode. So, because I'm going to show the transformation to Dragon mode. First take was absolutely awful. You got the bow and arrow there. Let's just try and work out, how does he clip in? Is it? Hang on. Gotta try and work it out. Because I'd like to know how we can... I want to know how I can actually get him to be able to hold it. There we go. Okay, so you've got two tabs there, and you have two slots here, and those basically plug in to the forearm, looks like. And that is how Deathsaurus can hold his bow and arrow. But yeah, obviously I have not done it very well. But that's how the bow and arrow works and interacts. I think that is now basically everything that I have forgotten to show, other than the Kaiju Dragon Turkey Griffin mode thingy. So, let's get down to transformation for that, shall we? So, first of all, what you want to do is you want to slightly do his ears, and then you want to tilt his head back so that you do not scratch any of the paint or the chrome up there. You've got 2 tabs in there, and the neck of the kaiju head will just wrap itself around and just click, as I said, click into place there. So what you want to do then is you want to come to these forearms, and you simply want to bring up the covers there. Have the hands closed, and you want to have them rotated halfway in, and then what you can do is you can bring that out. That goes all the way around, and then just do that, and there we go. Okay, so that locks in. Do that, and that'll lock in, and then basically I'm just going to leave the feet. I'm going to leave the arms like that for now. We are then going to disconnect with this tab to the actual main shoulder of the robot there. We're going to do that. And what we're going to do next? Yes, so we're now going to come to the waist, and we're going to fold up these side hip skirts so that they're now straight out instead of being flat down. What you're then going to do is you're going to come to the inside of the leg. You're going to fold that out, and that's basically going to unlock the back fillers of the leg, so then you can flip that up and also untab that and fold that as well, and then basically you got the entirety of the leg there. Just what's it up, and you just repeat on the same side. You just repeat that on the same side. You then fold up the heels into the feet, and you fold them back flush, like so. You're then going to, I'm just going to pop the wings out of the way. He's got massive wings. You then got, you got pull the kneecaps forward so that they unlock the full extent of the legs there to be able to wrap themselves up into the lower legs, like so. There we go. What we are then going to do is we're going to take these pieces, and we're going to then flip them out. And what they're going to do is they're going to then come into the middle. So in these pieces are the arms for the little kaiju. And what's going to happen is that they're going to basically come to the middle, and they're going to connect and join here and just create some space there. There we go. So we got all that sorted out. Bring these down, and you want to rotate them. Rotate these 180, and also attempt to resituate shoulders as well. So what you are now going to do is you're going to take where the big wings are of the kaiju, and you're going to fold them forward and click them in where the shoulders were. And then this is where they're going to basically sit. This will then give you room so that you can bring out the little arms for the kaiju. Click them in and bring them out. They do loads. Wow. Radio. Yeah, you can fold those back down, and then come back around here, and you can clip these back into place there. To then lock, you got a slot in there, and we're going to use the tab connector from shoulder, and you're just going to use that to lock those legs into place, and to also create a firm, solid foundation for the actual kaiju feet. Go then bend those back. Go rotate the kaiju feet around. Make sure that they're properly in. Take a while to get them properly in. They don't always like to go in all the way, but I think that's my copy. And then what you do is you split the feet here, and then basically all that is left to do is you got some slotty bits here, and basically just bring these down, add the tail to the back, and then this is the kaiju mode, basically without the chest minions. And he looks quite imposing. I'm not gonna lie, he does look imposing. Definitely, this is definitely so much more sturdier than the test shot sample that they were given a few months ago last year. And then what we can do is to just complete the look, we can pop all the chest minions in. There we go. There we go. This is Deathsaurus in his weird kaiju griffin mode, and he looks absolutely monstrous right now. Absolutely, just full on monster. Really does feel like that. So, I mean, I don't particularly have a alt mode that I can compare it to on hand, but what I can do is I can bring back in G1 Overlord here. So, if I just situate him, there we go. So, here's G1 Overlord, and there is Deathsaurus in the Kaiju Griffin mode. So that's kind of like, that's more or less what we're kind of looking at in terms of scale there. And then I guess articulation. So articulation wise for the Kaiju Griffin mode, the head can go all the way like that. It can go down, and then you got this little bit that helps kind of hide all the way and just make it look more natural, I guess. The actual beak, mouth, sharp teeth bit of it can also open, and welcomes a big old blast effect right there. It's quite good. The tiny little dinky arms can do a lot of rotating on multiple hinges, has a swivel, and they can also bend in and straighten a little bit further out. The tail does not move. The wings can do that and go up and down. Just be careful of how far you move them up, because they can clash with the tiger breast piece there, in terms of the chrome bits that can make it pop out. The big old dino feet here are on the robot ratcheted shoulders there. They can also go out and lock back in. You got swivel from the arm, and then you got hinge there. Slight bit of a hinge there. It's mostly locked, and then you got the ankle here that can rotate forward and back, and then you can move the toes. So he's got a couple of really nice posable display options there. And then you have your ability to pop him on flight stand. So if I just pop him to one side, take that out, and what we want to do is we want to slide this. We don't want to use this one, we want to use that one, and we just slide that right in for flight mode there. So before I attach him to a stand, we need to find out where we can actually pop him in. So you got a tab and a slot that are in there, and that's where this has to go. And if you get, there we go, I got it in there, I got it right. So that is now, there we go, that's on secure now. So what we gotta do is we gotta line that up with the display stand, and now he's on the display stand, and you can make it seem like your Deathsaurus is flying or whatever through the cosmos and stuff. And also, as another addition, he can hold the living metal destroying cannon for extra firepower. There's a tab there, there's a slot that's right up in there, and you basically just take that and slot it in. Slot doesn't want to cooperate. I know it's designed for that though, but you know, okay. Maybe just slightly bigger on mine, I don't know. But I know that you can do that as well. So, yeah, that's basically, that's pretty much Deathsaurus there, with all his bits done in a nutshell, basically. My opinion on this figure, yeah, he comes with an absolute slew of accessories, like loads of them. You got so many display options, so many playability options with him. I think the plastic quality here, it's definitely more premium and is a step up above Starsaber and Victory Leo's plastic quality, because I think just to do with like the ratchet joints and stuff, they feel just so much better and more premium than on those two, which are on a bit of the, I think a bit of the on the cheap side of things, really. And I kind of do agree with people's opinion of that Starsaber and Victory Leo, they could have totally been retail items, like absolutely totally. But I think, given what we saw as Deathsaurus would have looked like as a retail item, this is so much better. It's so much more superior than what they would have done with the Studio Series 86 Grimlock remold, like heavy retool. And yeah, something I did not show is that he's got this real nice machinery on the neck. I love that. I really do love that. The pistons and stuff, yeah, absolutely all for it. But yeah, absolutely amazing figure. Definitely a collector's item. And I think that this is probably the last Haslab that I am going to ever buy, I think. Yeah, I mean, I'll still be looking at the reveals and stuff and discussing them, but I think the one that's coming out for the 40th anniversary, it's gonna be out of my price budget, so I am gonna be totally out of it. But I'm gonna really enjoy finding out what it's gonna be. There's been a couple of hints and teasers at what it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say anything until we actually see or hear anything officially. Yeah, but that's gonna do it for me. This has been Cybertron John with Haslab Deathsaurus. Peace out.